Hello, thank you for joining me yet again. The topic of this talk is laughter. Laughter. What is it, laughter? Where does it come from? What exactly is it, laughter? Sometimes we might just have like a little laugh, like ha 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 ha. But other times we get very excited, we get hysterical, and we really laugh. Yes. What is laughter? I wrecked my hair. What is laughter? We've all heard that expression, laughter is the best medicine. And why is it that laughter is the best medicine? I guess when we laugh, this laughter takes over our whole body. And we sort of like almost convulse at times. We sort of like we're captured in this laughter, in this hysteria. And basically any negative thoughts that we have, any bad thoughts that we have, these bad and negative thoughts get outweighed, taken away by the laughter. But being the human beings that we are, we're not always in a laughing mood. Sometimes we may wear a mask. And we put on a serious face. And it doesn't matter what happens, we won't laugh. You won't even get a smirk from us. I'll illustrate this point with a story. Basically, me and Mac, we just came back from holidays. Only 3 weeks ago, we returned from the Gold Coast. We spent a week at the Gold Coast and we stayed at Surfers Paradise and we had a great time together. And one of the activities that we did whilst we were staying at the Gold Coast was that, excuse me, we saw the Australian Outback Spectacular. Now, I'm going to put on a hat, which I got, and Mac got one also, from this Outback Spectacular. What happened at the Outback Spectacular was that we turned up, the actual show was at night, we got a Uber, or not an Uber, we actually got an Ola. Ola is the other one, isn't it? So basically, we got an Ola from Surfers Paradise to the Outback Spectacular show, or I should say the Australian Outback Spectacular show. And it was actually quite a cheap ride. It was only like $20 or $30 one way. And basically we turned up, our ride dropped us off, and both of us walked along the pathway towards the entrance of the production. And there was a guy and he was giving out programs. And Mac purchased a program for the show. And what I could see in the distance was all these people wearing hats. And I was thinking to myself, what is going on? What is happening here? Why are people wearing hats? I didn't bring a hat. At the time, I was hatless. I didn't have a hat and everyone else had hats. And I was thinking to myself, what is going on? Why are all these cowboy-looking people wearing hats to this show? Well, basically, as we walked through, they gave us a hat. The actual hat was a part of the ticket cost, was a part of the program. And all of us put on our hats. Well, getting back to that straight face, you know, that face that does not want to laugh. Well, here was I. I was standing in the queue, you know, with a serious face, sort of like going, what's going on here? And they gave me my hat, and I was holding my hat here, and I walked into the room, and there was hundreds of people wearing hats. And I thought to myself, you know what? Why not? Everyone is wearing hats, these ridiculous looking straw hats. I'll just put my hat on too. So I put my hat on, and I just became a part of the Australian Outback Spectacular. And after a couple of moments passed, after 5-10 moments passed, I actually felt relaxed. And even though I looked silly wearing this hat, I actually got into the groove. And they actually had a bar, and I went to the bar, and Mac purchased a drink and I purchased a drink. And I had myself a skewy. Although on the night my skewy was full, not empty like this one. And I was basically having a great time. Just me, my skewy, my hat, and Mac. And I just had a really, really great time. I just laughed and laughed. It was a great time. It was great just seeing grown men and women wearing these ridiculous hats, you know, drinking drinks and having a great time. Not worrying about how ridiculous we looked. Just all enjoying the time that we had. Now, if you guys and gals have not seen the Australian Outback Spectacular, I recommend that you watch it. It was a great show. It's actually up where all of the other things are, you know, like Movie World and Dream World and all the other ones. It's basically right next door to it. So I recommend that you go and watch this program, this show. Basically, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to be a spoiler, but basically they have live animals in the show. And the show was absolutely fantastic. It was probably the best thing that I have seen for a very, very long time. To see live animals right in front of you was just fantastic. And some of the people were actually doing acrobatic, tricks and so forth on the horses and the cows and so forth in the program. It's a great show. I recommend that all of you people watch it, all of you guys and girls watch it when you're up at the Gold Coast. Now, laughter is great. We must laugh. And this holiday that I had up in the Gold Coast, I have to admit, I've been back at work now. This is my 3rd week back at work. And I have to admit that I'm more relaxed now. A lot of the tension that I had is gone. I have quite a stressful job at work. But ever since coming back from the Gold Coast, a lot of my stress is gone. It's very important that we have a laugh. Indeed, laughter is the best medicine. If you like this video, please like it. Share this video with as many people as you can. Write a comment down below in the comment section. And I believe that each and every one of us can all do great, magnificent things for God.